And so I didn't have support anything, and I just started, smoking pot
And that's all you did?
No, I started taking pills and Ambien, which is dangerous for me. A lot of people do. This is the thing in California. Oh, I'm sober. I smoke pot. For me, I counted days. That's not sober for me. That's not sober for me.
Definitely not.
I know for
not.
you too. This is what you and I talked about.
Yeah.
So I had to start over. It killed me, but I had to start over in day 1, day 2, and so now I have a year and 7 months, and
awesome.
I work a very strong program.
Awesome.
I have a sponsor, and I go to meetings, and I sponsor someone, and I, whatever. But I'm a bad addict. I'm a garbage can, and I'll do whatever I can do to get high, whatever it is. No matter, it doesn't matter. I haven't had a drink in 22 years.
Yeah.
Alcohol is just not my thing, but pot. Like you and I have talked about.
Well, that was the thing I would say that drove me back in sobriety. And I think when people hear that, they go, well, how?
I know.
Do you eat too many Cheetos? I mean, whatever that might be. But it's like, it's all mental with me, right?
Me too.
Right. I started going crazy in my mind.
Me too.
Right.
And people are like, well, you haven't had a drink in 22 years. What's
Yeah.
the big deal? I'm like, you don't understand. If I smoke pot,
Yeah.
I smoke pot 24 hours. I will get up to pee and smoke 17 bong hits.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Me too.
okay.
Me too.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll eat 46 gummies and take 5 Ambien. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not okay. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah.
I'm a drug addict.
One time I went, which is a store by my house, and I walked in, and the guy that worked there, he goes, "Again?" And it was like embarrassing. I was there the day before and the day before that.
I think you told me that you stopped going to 2 different dispensaries because they were legitimately like worried about you.
Yeah.
Because they would look at him and be like, dude, that's...
Yeah. Didn't you say somebody called you from a dispensary?
Yeah.
Yeah, and said, we're worried about Bobby. Like,
they would...
when dispensaries are calling
DM
friends
me.
going, we're worried, there's a problem.
I would get DMs.
Yeah.
Like, hey, just so you know, like, Bobby's relapse.
Yeah.
Like, before you even told me.
Yeah. Can I also say something about, like, on the edible, just give me a dosage amount.
You need instructions.
I need instructions because I take the whole thing.
It's...
You know what I mean? Like, if there's, 16 gummies that come in a thing, they're gone in an hour.
Holy shit.
Right?
Yeah.
I want to know, like, 1 or 2 every other day.
You weren't going to
I know I wasn't, but I wouldn't take 16, I don't think.
You would have.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And with pot, it's so hard because it's very frustrating because people go, what's the big deal? It's only pot. It's like, no, it is a fucking big deal. Like, it's heavy shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's and don't I hate when people say to me like, why can't you just have a little pot? Because I can't.
Yeah.
Don't ask me that. I'm an addict.
Yeah.
I can't have it.
Yeah,
I can't.
You and I are so similar in
It's
so many
really
it's really weird.
It's like, don't ask me that why I can't. I just can't.
Yeah.
And they want you to. I think a lot of people want me to smoke pot or to eat edibles. Like, they really want me to make themselves feel better.
Yeah.
Like they want me to so that they can do it and feel okay about it because they're addicts.
Yeah. There's also a group at the store
Yeah.
that when I went out, I was doing weed with them.
Yeah.
But now that I'm sober, I can see them
Yeah.
forcibly distancing themselves from
Of course they're going to do that, Bob.
But they're not doing it, I don't think, because they just don't want to, I guess, like, entice me or they're just trying to be cool or whatever.
Of course.
But it's like, you can say hi.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They don't want to entice you. And also, a lot of people who know they shouldn't be using.
Yeah.
We've been through that.
Yeah, we've been through that. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
They don't. They know they shouldn't be using, so
Yeah,
they don't really want to hang around with sober.
Yeah. But I crossed lines I never thought I would. Like, you're never going to smoke pot and act in a show.
Yeah.
And here I am, high, on a set, you know what I mean? Not knowing my lines.
I know.
And being scared.
Yeah.
And going, what the fuck is going on? Like, things like that. It's so scary. But you know what's good about us, though? We have high bottoms nonetheless, though.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't lose everything. You know what I mean?
No.
Once I see, I can foresee into the future. Right? So I'm like, okay, every day for the last 2 months, I've been acting like this. I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to be doing this, and I can see slowly things fall apart.
Me too.
You can, right? So we nip it in the butt before we lose it all. Is that what you do?
100%.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm lucky because I've actually saved myself where I'm like, here we go. This is not going to go well. I mean, the last time I did have my therapist and my wife and my mother like say, you have to, like, this is it. You got to go get some help because this is not going very well. Like, you're falling asleep with like chips on your
Yeah.
You have like Tostitos hanging out of your fucking face. And
Yeah.
This is not going very well. We gotta.
For him, he was getting these like what he called his tundra attacks, where he would just freeze, like his body would be shivering. And I think it was like one night at like 3 a.m, he was like this, like just
In the dark, just
in the
standing-
dark, like this,
Just frozen.
and he was like, "Am I moving?" And I had to.
Am I moving?
I thought I was running, but I wasn't.
And he's like,
I was just frozen.
"Yeah, can you help me?" So I had to touch him to unfreeze him.
Yeah. It was like
It was like freeze
it was
tag.
It was like freeze tag. It was like a weird game. But I literally could not move. Like I was so frozen.
Yeah.
And it's like, and also my psychiatrist said, there have been studies when people have the kind of life I've had, trauma, right?
Yeah.
That when you smoke weed, it does the adverse effect, right? So it doesn't make you sleepy or or hungry. For me, I couldn't sleep and I couldn't eat.
That's what happened with me. I stopped smoking weed years ago because in the beginning it was fine, and then I just started becoming more and more paranoid.
Yeah.
And then I would get severe panic attacks. And then it dawned on me, I was like, okay, like I'm a child of extreme trauma and unresolved trauma. I shouldn't be kicking the dirt up in here, with anything like psychoactive like that. 'Cause I just don't know what I'm kicking up, and I would have really extreme panic attacks.
Have either one of you ever done trauma work?
Yeah.
Okay, because I did. When I relapsed, I went away and I did major trauma work. I went to a trauma center.
I don't want to know where it was, but what state was it in?
Florida.
I went to Arizona.
Okay.
I went to a place specifically for trauma.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because of my dad and whatever. And I did some heavy duty work.
Yeah. EMDR?
Yes, I did. Well, I did ART, which is the same thing, but
Same
in
thing.
one session at a time.
Wow.
This is hilarious. I did equine therapy. Have you ever done that with a horse?
He hates equine therapy.
Oh my God.
What is it?
I love equine
I was
therapy.
so traumatized because the horse had a hard on. And it was the most traumatizing thing ever. And besides that, it was 150. I was in Florida in August. So the horse's cock was this big. Its leg was bleeding.
Yeah.
The horse's leg was bleeding, and a fly flew in my ear.
Yeah.
So in my ear was in my ear, and I was like, "Get me the fuck out of!" I'm like this Jewish girl from New Jersey. Like I had just gotten there. I was so traumatized.
But if the horse had like a beefy like vagina, would that have traumatized you?
Oh no, I would have like gone down. Could you imagine? Like going down.
Yeah.
I'm fisting myself.
Yeah.
Would you say you identify as being crypto curious?
Can I just do a theme song real quick?
Yep.
Coin base. Coin base. Okay, go ahead.
Sweetie,
Yeah.
thank you for your song.
Thank you.
Now, would you say you identify as being crypto curious?
I am crypto curious. I'm fully bored.
Well, if you've thought about entering the world of cryptocurrency, but feel a little bit overwhelmed like my lover Bobby, Coinbase makes learning to buy and sell really simple. And I'm kind of a dum-dum with this stuff, but with Coinbase, it sort of just
You are
makes
dumb.
everything very, very simple. The interface is really easy to work with. Coinbase offers a trusted and easy-to-use platform to buy, sell, and spend cryptocurrency.
You're smart. They support the most popular digital currencies on the market and make them accessible to everyone. They offer portfolio management and protection, learning resources, and a mobile app so you can trade securely and monitor your crypto all in one place. On Coinbase.
For a limited time, new users can get $10 in free Bitcoin when you sign up today at coinbase.com/belly. Sign up at coinbase.com/belly for $10 in free Bitcoin.
This offer is for a limited time only, so be sure to sign up today. That's coinbase.com/belly.
Say it again.
That's Coinbase.
Say it again.
That's coinbase.com/belly.
And we all used Coinbase long before they were a sponsor. Clyde and I.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've had Coinbase forever. Ever since
I have it too now.
a couple years ago, George, when you were like, "Don't be dumb, get Ethereum."
I had
was
15
like,
years ago, before you.
Yes, Coinbase. all
Before
the
he wasn't even
way.
a thing, I did it.
Bobby's a pioneer. He's been had Coinbase.
Yeah, I do rubies.
No, it's super easy to use. It's like one of the easiest way to get into crypto if you want to.
Yeah, no, it was like, but I did a lot of like breath work, which is heavy, and pounding pillows and fucking, it was good work.
Wow.
I mean, I felt really good after being.
So I think that's also our similarity. So what did your dad, how were you traumatized as a kid? Do you
Oh,
want to get
bad.
you
No,
wanna talk about,
wait a
can we
minute.
talk about-
My dad. Wow, my dad was the funniest person I've known. I mean, that's a huge statement. I've met the most famous comics in the world, but
Yeah.
I got my sense of humor. He was brilliantly funny, but boy, did he have a temper.
Yeah.
And I'm talking like if he was pissed, he wouldn't even say anything, but he would just slam his head into a cabinet.
Wow. Yeah.
Like just hit his head, or just when he would scream, he would actually start singing. Like that's how insane. Like, I don't like the way
yeah.
You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Wow.
Screaming and yet, like, his veins would. So it wasn't. I didn't get hit, but just screaming, fucking rage.
Yeah.
And there was, cursing and name calling, and it was a lot. It was a lot. But he was also the one who was there for me, who took me to doctor's appointments. Like he was the one who showed up. So it was very confusing and hard. He really.
Well, he probably had his own trauma.
He did.
That he never dealt with it.
And
It's
major.
generational.
My grandmother was not great. It was. So it was tough, and it was scary.
Now, is Zach your older or younger brother?
So Zach Braff is my stepbrother.
Your stepbrother.
Yeah. So I had an older sister growing up, and I had my both parents. They got divorced. My mom got remarried to Zach's father, and there were 4 kids. And my dad got remarried to a younger woman, and they had 2 kids.
So did you grow up in your dad's house or your mom's house?
Both.
You
So
go back and
I went
forth.
from house to house. And my mom was a therapist. My mom still is a therapist.
Oh, wow.
And she, wasn't around a lot. She was helping other people. So my dad really showed up and took care of me a lot.
Yeah.
But it was confusing because my mom was out helping the world. And meanwhile, we were home kind of like, the kids that took care of ourselves, and she's like taking care of other people. It was
That is
a lot.
confused. That was what was most confusing about my childhood too, is that my mom was our primary caretaker, but she was my primary abuser. So it
I
was
know.
the most confusing part of it is like she's putting food on the table. I can see that she really is doing her best.
Right. He did his
But
best.
She just is, she doesn't know how much pain she's actually like inflicting. She just she's unaware.
Yeah, he did the best he could from what he knew, and
Yeah.
he was great a lot of the time. But when he was off, he was really off, and it was bad. There was a lot of name calling, and my self image really suffered from it. Bad.
Yeah.
Because it was a lot about looks. A lot.
Ah.
There was a lot of name calling and weight stuff and,
Yeah.
fat this and bad words. And boy, it really, and it caused me, I got very, very heavy as a kid to piss them off.
Oh,
Both of my
wow.
parents.
Wow.
I blew the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, you want to call me fat and whatever? I'm going to be the blueberry girl. Like, I'm going to fucking blow up. I'm serious. I joke about it in my act. 'Cause I'm like, call me fat bitch and this, whatever. I'm going to fucking become 300 pounds. I mean, I really got.
Yeah. I mean, I did the same. I mean,
I was like, hey, mom and dad.
yeah.
Yeah. And they couldn't even look at me.
Yeah.
They got pissed because that was my way of being like, fuck
Wow.
you.
Wow.
And kids do that.
Yeah.
You get negative attention. It's some kind of attention.
Yeah. Well, like what I got, like as a kid, like maybe a B and a C, and my dad took a fucking golf club and just beat me because I didn't get A's, right? So I got straight F's from then on.
Right.
Same
The
thing.
same kind of thing.
Like I was always like, yeah, well, fuck you.
Yeah, me
right?
too.
All the other kids, my cousins and stuff, right? They all got straight A's, and they all went to Ivy League schools. But every once in a while, a kid will go, nah, I'm going to go the other way.
I was the opposite. So I walked a very, very straight line because she beat me into having straight A's. I was too afraid to get the F's because I was plucking wire from my mouth because she, punched my braces into my.
Jesus.
Oh, my God.
So I was
I'm so horny.
Tell
on
me
the
more.
train.
How much blood? How much blood?
I just making her. I knew it would make her laugh. Wait, what about the water?
Does that? Wait, who does that?
you
who
wanna-
does that in a?
I got
rubbing their nipples like that. Does that feel good?
This?
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah,
not.
that would
It
throw
really
me
should
off.
be like- it really should be like this.
Oh, right.
I got one better for you. When I first came to America, I got fisted by my family doctor.
Oh my
Oh my God.
Wait, I thought you were gonna do the nipples harder.
That was too much.
That's a little too dark.
Oh, you guys thought I was gonna turn everyone on in the room.
That got weird.
No,
That's sad.
That got
it
weird.
didn't get weird. I talk about it. I was molested in fat camp. Does that make you feel better?
Yes, it does.
Was it a camp counselor?
Yeah.
Was he fat as well?
No, I think
Oh.
he was turned on by fat kids.
Oh.
I do too.
Yeah. You did?
I've always been with I love plush. Plush is my thing.
Oh,
I don't
God.
like. I'm not a slender. I'm not attracted to slender people.
Yeah. Okay. I've seen you date hot guys though.
But never in long-term relationships. Think about it.
Right.
All long-terms have been with plush types.
So when you're in LA, do you see Zach at all or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you proud of him?
I normally stay with Zach in his guest house, but his whole guest house and everything. He's editing his movie that he made with Morgan Freeman and
Wow.
Molly Shannon and his girlfriend with Florence Pugh. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Back in the day when he got Scrubs and all that, were you proud of him?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
a child actor, so he was auditioning every day.
Oh, I,
I mean,
didn't
he was.
know.
People think he just got famous. He was really going on auditions daily as a little kid.
He's really, because you're such a nice person, he really is a nice guy.
Yeah, he
I
is.
really
isn't
like
he?
him. He's such a nice guy.
He is.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a really good person.
Yeah, I
And
can
he's
tell.
funny as shit.
Yeah.
And he's so talented. I mean, the kid. When he did Garden State, he was in his 20s. It's crazy.
It's
he
crazy.
wrote it, directed it, starred in it.
Best soundtrack.
Are you at a slot machine?
Anyway, Mark Norman.
Yay!
Mark Norman. I'll tell you another thing we have in common: skateboarding.
Yes.
We both
Good.
like it.
You got that right.
Sora Shirai.
I'm not going to say anything.
You know him?
I'm not going to say
Yeah.
anything.
You know Sora Shirai?
Yeah.
He's so great.
He's great.
And then
Wait.
Yuta Horogomi.
Killing
Yes,
it.
Killing it.
love,
What?
Love you too. You don't know how to skate though.
Oh, no.
Do you skate still?
I could kick it around.
I can kick it around too.
Okay.
What level? Did you see me with Tony?
Hawk?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh yes, I did.
You know the
I
And
bird?
did I do
And
it?
Ollie, you did.
And Ollie in front of him?
Yeah, you
At
did.
my age? And I also did a vert.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Who's the special needs guy? Oh, that's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Wait a minute. Oh, this is
Just
pathetic.
look at Tony though. Look at Tony though. The master.
You want to hear the audio in the headphones?
Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
Wait, hold
not the
on.
part.
Keep
Wait, I gotta show
going.
Mark. I gotta show Mark.
Hold on, you gotta watch.
oh my.
Just
No faking concussions here. It's not allowed.
That's great.
He does.
okay. Here we go.
Kickflip.
Oh, you got some air.
This is good.
Oh my God, this is like a Make-A-Wish. Look at this. I love it.
look. Boom.
So cute.
There we go. That's one. That's something.
Pretty
That's
good.
You try that.
Yeah, I could.
You know what happened? Your chicken legs would fucking break in half, and I would laugh right in your fucking face, bitch. Little chicken legs would fucking laugh right in your fucking face, bitch. All right? I don't give a fuck. Anyway, we have that.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And we have that in common.
That's true.
Here's the thing. We love the sport.
Yeah, I still watch it.
I watch it too. I love Nyjah. The women are killing it.
Yeah.
Risa, what's her name? The little Brazilian girl?
And she's hot.
She's 12.
No. I don't see age. But well, there's a hot Italian one. I can't think of her name.
Yeah, she's hot.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she's hot.
She always wears like a
Oh, la,
tube
la.
top thing.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
Gambuni. I love
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Is that a word even? Anyway, so we have skateboarding in common.
That's true.
What about style?
Yeah,
really.
I like a cool T-shirt.
Like a Katisha, but you have more Santino style.
What is that, a little honky?
No, it's just more Metro.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll take Metro.
Not Metro. That's the wrong.
And
wrong
Metro's gay.
word. Yeah, that's gay. No, just more straight,
Straightforward.
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Straight.
Like the jeans. Are you
Yeah.
wearing jeans?
Yeah.
Can you stand and let me look at them?
All right, they're old. I don't know. I know the
no.
kids are going baggy now.
No. That's not about the. It's not about. It's about fabric. Yeah, sit down.
Let me see your pants.
Well, this is not. I'm not here to showcase my.
Please show him your pants.
It's weird. He shows an audience his dick every night, but he won't let us see the jeans. There we go. Oh, wow.
Mark, thoughts? Mark, thoughts?
No pubes. Wild.
Oh, no pubes for sure.
Your pubes look like Don Draper's shave. You know, just a 5 o'clocker.
Yeah. You don't shave your pubes?
No.
Oh yeah, it's just grizzly down there.
All natural. It goes up on the thigh. It's coming down the shaft. It's a problem.
Yeah. And you like it that way?
Full bush.
Yeah. How about your girl? Does she have it?
No, she's got a vagina like a 12-year-old skater.
Amazing.
Yeah.
She wax or what?
She goes to the Russian lady and they laser.
They laser it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You met her through not a dating app. She came to one of her shows
Came to one of my shows. She was on a date, and I went on. I had a good set, and she hated the guy
at the cellar,
at the stand.
at the stand.
Years ago, and then I got the DM, and she quoted one of my bits. And I was
she
like,
did?
Wow, a woman listened to me?
Wow.
This is crazy. So I said, let's get a drink, and the rest is
History?
depressing.
No.
No, the rest
History?
is history, yeah.
Is that feeling still there? The love?
Big love. You know, I think the road helps. You know, everybody's
Yeah.
like, oh, the road, it must be so hard, but it's a relationship saver because you miss her again.
Right.
You're not home
I
all
get
the
it.
time.
Yeah.
It's the home shit that kills you. You're just seeing each other's stupid faces and hearing your dumb expressions and your no pubes and your weird pants and your
Yeah.
helmet.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's good to get away.
Yeah. And how's that Bert tour been? How many did you do?
I did a lot of cities. I probably did. He did 4 weeks. I think I did 3 of them.
Wow.
It takes years off your life. You're sleeping on a bus.
But looks so fun.
It's so fun. It's great. I mean, you got to drink. It's the only way to stay in it.
Yeah.
But I was on a bus with Joey Diaz, Shane Gillis, Big J, and Bert Kreischer. It was like a sleep apnea convention, you know? And Joey Diaz sleeps like this.
I know Joey.
It's brutal,
Yeah.
but it's fun.
And how many seats usually? How many people?
Oh, we're
Thousands.
talking. It's arenas, so it'll be an
yeah.
amphitheater with 10,000 or an arena with 19,000.
It's incredible.
We're in a comedy boom, folks.
Yeah. Do you feel that?
I feel it.
Yeah.
And now I worry it'll go away.
I know. That's my fear. It's
But
gonna go away.
you've been through so many booms.
No, 2 booms.
Well, your family was in Oppenheimer. No, that's Japanese. Wrong Asian.
Yeah. No, I've been through the dark ages. Yeah. But
Yeah.
that's what I'm telling you. You've never been through a dark age.
Not really, no.
Yeah, they're depressing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When Eddie Griffin comes in and does 2 hours.
Yeah, but it's gonna be also you and I will do maybe clubs again.
Whoa, it's going to go down eventually.
It might.
Of course, it has to.
Yeah. I might be like at the Sacramento Punchline.
Yeah.
And I'll see Norman and Marill. I mean, next it'll be depressing.
Yeah, but, you got to enjoy the run while it is. It's better to have loved
You got to
than
live in
lost.
the moment.
Yeah.
Right? You got to live in the moment, right? But I know the
Exactly.
dark years. But I think it's still on the rise.
Really?
Yeah.
Great.
We're not on a slump yet.
Okay.
I'll call you when we're on a slump.
Please do.
Yeah.
Well, then
We're
you'll
in a slump.
relapse.
I don't know. I think the next slump I'm out.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Hope
I
you
don't
save
think I don't think I can hang on for another 10, 15 years for the next rise.
Right, because it's hard to get out of that nosedive.
Yeah.
It's a lot more work.
I went through a lot.
Wait, what was the reason for the most recent slump?
What do you mean?
Comedy slump.
When I started was the slump.
Right. I remember when I first met you, it was pretty grim.
No, yeah. Well, other people were doing good. That wasn't. We were in like a national slump. I was just having a slump.
Oh, personal.
No, the
There's a
comedy,
personal-
comedy
Right.
store was in a slump too.
What?
The comedy
store?
store was grim.
Oh yeah, that was a slump. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so there was a slump.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Live comedy was in a slump. It's only I never actually was alive when it was actually a heyday.
Well, the 80s was the heyday, the Seinfeld, what's the deal with? They'd put a microphone anywhere.
Yeah.
People would show up.
Yeah.
Then it died in the early 90s.
Yes, that, and then I started in '95, and then it. So I guess I started in the slump. You know what I mean? And then I had my own personal little slumps, but I would still see other people do well. Like Dane did well.
Yep.
You see certain guys do well, but
That's what, like, Dane kind of saved it. That's why I don't give shit to these popular hot guys, because they're bringing more people in.
I love it.
I love it. We need them.
I love it too. Yeah, I mean, but I've also never been one of those guys like, why is that guy?
No.
Have you?
No, I don't know. I like anybody who likes to do stand-up should do it. They're not all great, but
Yeah.
you got to be able to do it if you want.
Are you helpful with young people coming in?
Yeah, I try to let them do the make them open, all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
But what because I get this a lot. Hey, I'm thinking about doing it.
Oh,
Do you encourage that or no?
Get the hell out of here.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm thinking about doing it. If you want to do it, you do it. No one's like, I'm thinking about getting some pussy. No, you just go get pussy. You want it.
Yeah.
It's the same
We have to
with,
try.
Yeah.
Try to get the pussy.
Try to get the pussy.
Yeah.
It's the same with, hey, can I buy you a cup of coffee and pick your brain? What are you going to pick?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I've gotten that too.
That's the worst.
Let's get. And also, it's like, bitch, I'm busy.
Yes.
I don't have coffee with Santino. Why would I have coffee with you, bitch?
Exactly.
Why are you smiling?
No,
like that?
I'm
I'm gonna say I've worked with a lot of directors in my lifetime, and I just thought that you were. I told everyone after the show, I was like, dude, that guy's a great director. Your notes are so precise. You're fun to work with. You're a great director. It was a good time. And what's it called again, so people can look it on YouTube?
It's called Soda.
Soda.
And it's a movie trailer for the upcoming Club Soda game.
Is it gonna happen?
In the old days, we'll see what happens. I was something that I used to, with my tour manager, we would joke around, and I would do like this gumshoe narrative of him coming to town. There it is. So we shot this whole thing about like it's sort of like a 80s style Clint Eastwood cop, but that's in now, but he doesn't recognize anything. So you came in and you were like the perfect guy. He plays Bobby Ree. That's the name of his character. And that's his real name, but all the white people don't know if his name is Lee, and he's trying to say it, but he's saying Ree, so they don't know what to do. Everybody's like, is it Lee? Is it Ree?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? And what's funny is your vanity plate says B. Ree on it. But, we don't pay attention to clues, right?
Right.
We
don't.
just sort of but this guy just absolutely just killed it. Like,
That dude, the gun scene that night, it was like, I've never been in a shoot like that where I'm like, oh, I'm in a fucking Michael Mann movie. Like, it was that
I'm
cool.
so glad you said that, because that, like, it's Michael Mann, it's the fake movie trailer, so that's the Tarantino Grindhouse thing.
Yeah.
It's nothing original in this, and he's like the whole guy, unexamined. He just lives in his own world. Kenny's backstory is that he moved out to Hollywood in the 70s or the 80s to meet and marry Annette Funicello. He had an obsession with her. She was in the Mickey Mouse Club, and he never met her. Nor did he. That's why he's singing Beach Blanket Bingo and all of that. And so here's where Bobby comes in. We don't need to go through the
We don't have to go through that. But Kenny, though, is somebody that I met.
I mean, come on, look at that.
Look at that.
So what's great is he's a bad guy, and his front where he washes his money is VCR repair, which nobody has that, and he's got all this drip, as the kids say. But Kenny's such an old guy; he actually has a VCR that needs to be repaired. So you get a customer for the first time ever, and you come walking in. So
Yeah.
and that's when he gets on the scent, and he's a good cop. So he won't get off the scent, despite the fact that you're getting whores for the mayor. I mean, it's one of the oldest stories in Hollywood.
It really is.
And he's trying to prevent a super gonorrhea pandemic because the Olympics are coming. I mean, paint by numbers.
Yeah.
Paint by numbers. I mean, it's a fucking fantastic idea for a movie, and we're going to make it. And, dude, you fucking crushed.
Oh, thank you.
And I remember afterwards, you're like, don't replace me, and you named, like, all the other Asian guys. It's like, I'm not...
Well, I've been in this town before, and that's what happens. You do a little short for somebody,
Rank your biggest fear of who would replace you.
well, knowing okay, can I just say
Kim
this?
Jong-il.
Not Kim Jong-il, man. I'll beat
He
him up.
loves movies.
I know. He's dead. Un is alive.
Oh, Kim Jong-un.
Un, right.
Yeah.
No, Il's dead.
Oh, shit.
He respects dead.
I like how you guys do it. We just
yeah.
add numbers. You guys just add a little two-letter thing.
Yeah. So, that's true. I never thought of that.
Yeah, Louis the 13th,
Yeah,
Louis
yeah,
the
yeah.
14th. You like
Yeah.
Kim Jong-il? Ah,
I'd be Kim Jong-bai. I don't know why, but I just feel like I would be that.
Well, we know why.
Why? Because I go both ways?
Yeah.
I don't. And don't ever spread that on the internet again.
Yeah, I don't. You
Anybody in
do.
this room. Anyway, can we go back to Kenny, okay? I was about to say something. Shut the fuck up. So, Kenny, I met
You look like a guy that was so shady he had to move to Key West.
I do.
Yeah,
Right
and you
now?
go like, hey, man, where you from? You're like, hey, no, I lived in a lot of places.
Right now I do because of my energy?
No, the whole outfit.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Can I move
Like
on?
if I was doing something like underhanded, I'd
Yeah.
be like, this is a guy. I bet this guy knows some people.
You look the same through years. You don't change your style. It's the same fucking thing, you know?
Say fucking what? I mean, I don't have any hair.
I know.
I can't really do anything
You
about
can do
it.
sides like Ron Howard. Don't lie.
Oh yeah, anybody can do.
Why don't you do that look every once in a while?
I do. I've done it in movies. If you followed my career,
I have.
Heard.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that head of hair.
Oh, wow.
Look at those oversized shirts from the 90s. I mean, that's
Wow.
like big enough for me now.
Yeah, nice
Anyway,
head of
can
hair.
we go back? Oh, anyway, can we go? Can we go back to Kenny? So I met Kenny.
I'm going to go back to that shirt. That was I am on TV, and I.
Were you nervous there or no?
Yeah. No, I'm not. Once I got out there, it was just beforehand.
But do you remember how I used to get so nervous before a TV
All right, I don't need to watch it. God damn it, I look like, what's funny? I look like I'm 18 years old there. I was like fucking 33.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, gingers don't have an adult face until like our 50s.
Yeah, Koreans too.
Huh? Well, there you go. Maybe that's why we get along.
We get along so good.
But is it like a
When he
Korean-
gets in his 60s, his mustache connects with that shit on his chin.
Wait, but does it, like, you know how Asians, it just happens overnight? And you
Yeah.
like wake up and you're like, oh shit.
Super
it's not a
old.
gradual aging.
yeah.
It's like an overnight aging.
Yeah.
Does that
Is
happen
Why you
with...
guys broke up? You broke up one-
I woke
you
up
knew the
one
change was
day.
gonna happen?
No, that's what he told me last week. He's like, you're still really pretty, but like really old. And so I'm like, oh,
Why would you say no? You're gorgeous.
thank you, Bill.
Yeah.
Thank
why would you do that?
I don't know.
And you have non-traditional good looks. Ever seen that?
No, whoa. That seems not good.
That's what they
That seems
always
like an
say.
attack.
That's what they say. That basically means if you weren't famous, you'd be ugly. I don't say that really
I know.
about you, but like that's what I've gotten.
If you- but if-
non-traditional,
if you were-
non-traditional good looks. This is not somebody you would normally consider to be attractive.
Yeah. But do you believe that if you weren't a comic, you'd still get laid, do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I would have. Like if I
What
wasn't
do
a
you
comic.
keep doing your act off stage?
You think that you think I was doing a bit?
What's the deal with titties? All right, I'm on second base.
Go back to Kenny. Let's go back to Kenny, all right? I don't like the area we're going into, okay? So I met Kenny years ago because he didn't.
Listen, stop acting like you're this guy that doesn't go out and get some, okay? We all know that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you were saying because I'm a comic and because I am who I am, I get it.
No, you're not.
But if I wasn't a stand-up and I was working at fucking Home Depot carrying boxes, I don't think, no offense. If that's your job, that's a great job.
Yeah, but there would be a woman in your department that's doing the same job, and she'd think you were soulmates, and she'd think she
that's
could
right.
actually build a future with you before she got to know you. But in the meantime, you'd be laying the lumber. You give her the old 2x4 there, Bobby.
Yeah. So anyway, can we go back to Kenny? So Kenny used to do, he's been around because back when I played the Bellagio, when I opened for Dice in 1999 or whatever, I met Kenny then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and then you hired me for this thing. I didn't see him since then.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was like a reunion almost. It was really cool.
Bobby.
yeah. And I go, oh my. And when you said Kenny, I didn't even put two and two together until I was on set.
Yeah, we shot this thing during the strike, and I just I put up my own money for it. I just went all out. Like, well, I'm never going to have like this amount of downtime. Let's just go ahead and make this thing. And I was psyched when you showed up. You were like, I thought this was just going to be some bullshit. This is like a real set. We like wet down the streets, had a fog machine, the whole thing.
I think you were offended by that because I told Michael.
I wasn't offended. I just said.
I know, but I was psyched. No, can I tell you why though? Because at the night,
I have an option.
At the night shoot, right? You turn to me and you go, "Well, you thought this was going to be a rinky-dink operation."
It's just me fucking with you.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So anyway, it was like a fucking. What are you guys talking about when I'm talking?
No, Zins.
I love them. No, I don't want any. But it was like doing a real, like a hot. It was like a movie production, but in my mind
earlier you said you felt like you were in a Michael Mann movie.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, that's what I thought. Right.
That's what we were going for.
But in my mind, I was like, oh, for some reason, when people say short, I think 3 dudes, iPhone, no matter who it is. You know what I mean? And to show up on set, right, and to see the production, right, it was incredible. It was incredible. Anyway, go check it out on YouTube. So, and then also check out Drugstore Judas out now if downloading. Yeah.
It's on nights.
And I got Old Dads on Netflix.
Oh, that's
movie.
right. I watched it.
Did you really?
I loved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then, Natasha's in there as well.
Yes.
In Old Dads.
Yes.
Okay.
Nate Craig's in there. I got a lot of comedians in there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't get you in there.
It's fine. You got me in the short. No, I don't listen.
Look, every once in a while, every once in a while, you want to do an Asian-free project.
Yeah. So who do I believe that he would hire when he does the Kenny Soda movie?
Who's the one person that would hurt you the most?
I honestly believe, and I truly believe this from the deepest portions of my heart, that he wouldn't. He's the only guy that wouldn't. I don't think he would crumble if a network or a studio went, you know what? I think we should have so-and-so in this instead of Bobby. I think you would.
Bobby, I would replace you in a heartbeat. It meant the project was going to go away and move forward.
Oh, yeah, if that was on the line.
I'm kidding. No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, look, the shit that I do is so low budget, nobody gives a fuck. They're just like, I don't know who that is. He must be cheap. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Cast Away.
Yeah, but you would, if it was a real high-end movie, too, I think that you would stick to your guns.
Stephen Yeun.
No, I would.
Oh, yeah, he would. I would even push him.
Don't cast.
And go, no, I would go, Bill, I think you should use Stephen Yeun for
Benedict
this.
Wong.
Yeah, Benedict, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. But give me some more names.
Ronnie Chang.
I'd have an argument.
Interesting. Okay.
Jimmy O Yang.
What do you mean you have an argument? You mean you would argue
If you told me Benedict Wong got your part, I'd be like, oh, that's a given. I would already assume that. I would be okay with it. Stephen Yeun, I'd be okay with. But then once you get into stand-ups, I would then go, well, dude, that's fucked up.
Is that you guys like Irish people, huh? Asian people?
Yeah, they are.
Hang on to it?
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
Dude, I hang on to shit for years. Like, for instance, and Howie Mandel yelled at me. For instance,
Just
right?
picture names, and you're not even looking at her. And you go,
that would be a problem. Because I don't, so, Montreal Comedy Festival for 20 years never invited me. And so then after 20 years of not being invited to the Montreal Comedy Festival, I just went, oh, you know what? I'm never going now. Fuck them, right? And so they would ask me, they started asking me. I was like, I said no every year. And then one day, Howie had something
That's how this business works.
What?
They sense it. The second you're like, you know what? Fuck that. I don't need that shit. Then they're like, you know what? We've always loved you.
I know, right? Why is that?
I've been asking you to love me for 20 years. And now, now the second I walk away, you're going to do this?
Yeah. And so Howie, I think, bought into Montreal. I don't know what he was a partner or something. And I said, I'm not going. And he pulled me and says, you never make decisions in this business based on resentment. And then I said, okay, I'll do it.
Bill, do you hang on to things?
That's some good advice. I used to. I don't anymore. But I still work at it. I definitely work at, just stupid bullshit. Like, I definitely do all the hacky stuff. Anybody that I had beef with, I just root for them. I get them out of my life, and then I just root for them.
How do you get to that point of rooting for them, though? Like, genuinely?
You just say, because life flies by. And I just don't have time to fucking resent somebody. It's a time suck. It just really, and whatever. And if they're still talking about you, then it's just that you feel bad for them.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's I hope they get past that. Stupid.
Yeah.
So, and then most of this shit is just business stuff at this point. Because if it's a friendship or if it's family stuff, I work that out. But if it's just like business things, it's always like somebody eventually seems to end up feeling a certain way. But like I always, I'm pretty good about that stuff. If like business stuff goes in a different direction, I try my best to be like, hey, when I see it at the club or if it's an industry person, I don't want this to be awkward, man. This is just like, but I don't know. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, I hold on to it.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I just do.
That's something you do in your 20s, and then in your 30s, you start to realize like how bad it is, but you don't know how to get out of it, and hopefully you figure it out in your 40s.
Yeah,
That's what happened with me.
But Bill, my thing isn't like if I'm at a party and I see that person that I have a beef or like inside he hurt me, I'm still nice. You know what I mean? It's just something that's in my heart.
But do you like that tension, that awkwardness? Does it like?
But they
fuel
don't have.
you?
They have no idea. I hug them. I go, "Oh man, I'm so proud of you. That thing you did was so good." I never saw it, but you know what I mean. But my point is,
yeah, but you go into that hacky accent.
oh yeah. I
I'm
get
proud of
nervous.
you. It's so good. It's like
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I go into the accent. Well, hey man, I feel proud of you, man. I feel good.
Start doing that.
I'll do that maybe.
start doing that. I'm going to start doing that just to fuck with you.
What?
And Soda, you were great. Oh no, I think it's more Scottish. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's great.
I should let it go because I think it just, it does fuck with my life. I just lay there in bed and start thinking about people. I hate it because they don't think about it. It's wasted energy and time. I think I'm getting better at it. Do you think I'm getting better at it?
Yeah.
I think I'm getting better at it. Yeah. I'm 52. Am I older or younger than you?
Younger. I'm 55.
Wow.
Yeah.
My God.
I'm wrapping it up over here.
You are. Yeah. Are you going to do more directing now or no?
Yeah, I'm just, all I do is just shit that's fun. If it's fun, then I'm having a good time, and then it kind of comes across. Like that Soda thing was just a fun thing. I'm going to do that. And
but you directed Old Dads too, right?
yes,
Yeah.
I did. Not because I wanted to. It was just that we were coming out of the pandemic, and all the directors were tied up with stuff that they should have shot, and then they always have, I guess they have their next project, so there was nobody available. So they hit me with
Dolphins, it's like for girls or like little kids. Dolphin.
Let me ask you about Dolphins.
It's like it's like being a fan of like the Brooklyn Nets. It's like it's not a real franchise.
It's not a real franchise.
It's like it's for little kids.
Let me sit down, man. If you're with a guy, right? You meet a dude. You're in Vegas.
Okay.
DeStefano. Listen to the scenario.
Okay.
You're at the Wynn. You're by the pool.
I'm at the Cosmopolitan September 30th.
Nice plug.
Okay, can you just delete that part?
Okay.
Just bleep that or whatever, because that's not what the show's about.
Tickets moving quick.
I mean, I'm not gonna, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna endorse it.
Okay.
I'm not on the campaign.
Okay.
And you're gonna have to bleep that out because I don't want that.
Okay.
On my show. I mean, just promotional stuff. It's silly. And I feel used sometimes.
Yeah.
You know? So don't do that.
Do it.
Yeah, I want to talk about Dolphins.
Okay.
Right? And
Let's do it.
where are you playing?
Cosmopolitan September 30th. Radio City Music Hall September 22nd. Theater at Madison Square Garden September 23rd.
And you know what people just heard now?
What? That's it, baby.
Bleeping all that shit. What's up, Vic?
I didn't know you knew Thickies.
Thicky, that's my baby.
Oh, wow.
I sleep at his house.
Really? He's got revenant face.
The beard is incredible.
Look at that. Like-
That's your goal beard right
How
there.
long have you been in the
Bobby.
woods, friend? Years?
Amish, baby.
Is he Amo?
He looks. His name's Zechariah.
Zachariah Thick. Zachariah
Thick
Thick.
boy.
Let me ask you something.
Yes,
you're in Vegas.
I'm with
right?
a
You're at
guy.
the Win.
Okay.
Right? You meet a guy, right? You were gambling. You met a guy. I like this guy. Cool guy, you know? Then you're at the pool. He takes his shirt off.
Okay.
There's a gigantic dolphin. But when not even like, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Just like
Right.
jumping. You know how dolphins have to jump out of the water and act a fool?
Right.
They breach.
Yeah. Right.
They act a fool. That's what I call
Yeah,
it.
they play around.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They like to showcase their little gay little
Right.
bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do I do?
A tattoo on the chest?
Yeah.
Or a real dolphin?
You think he has a real
Actual dolphin?
stapled to his chest?
Wait, there are dolphins in Vegas, right? Like, I don't know if
That guy I would hang out with.
Yeah.
That guy
I hang out with him. I still hang out with him.
Oh, really?
I still hang out with him. I think that he's still fun. He's into sea life stuff. He's probably got drugs. You know, like
he's definitely
on drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fuck around with him a little bit. I don't mind a dolphin tattoo on a man's chest. On a lower back is more of an issue for me.
Okay, he had he had one on his lower back.
Lower back, no.
Okay.
No. I don't like lower back. I want on the chest. I don't mind something sexy about the chest.
Okay, what if the dolphin, right, is like blowing a manatee?
Okay.
Wow.
Right? So there's a manatee. What do they sound like?
really quiet.
Yeah.
That's what it's. Oh, they're like monks.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like sea monks or
Very
whatever.
Asian.
Right?
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Right. That's what they sound like when they come. Thick. And then the dolphin blowing them, right?
Yeah.
Still, you would hang out?
I would hang out because I'm more open to new experiences now. So I'd hang out with them.
This is the new you.
I would hang out with them.
I love it. Dude.
I would hang out with him as long as he has like mind just like me. As long as I'll say to him, you have a dolphin on your chest, you have a manatee on your ass. The only question I have for you is what are you going to do come November 2024? If you're going to go do the right thing, you're my guy. If you're going to go the other way, fuck you and your tattoos.
And okay, so I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. So I have a manatee dolphin gay tattoo on my chest.
Yes.
Right? We're at the pool, right? And then you ask me a question. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, I like your
Trump.
Yes. Come back to my yes. I'll fuck.
That's not what. We'll fuck. We fuck.
Room 2414.
Oh, we fuck already.
That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave the door.
Right.
open.
You
Get
just
it?
did this with your. Right. You did
Right.
this.
The double.
When you and I have a cult.
Yes.
Because we're gonna have one.
Uh-huh.
This is a thing.
Yes.
So everyone's. I've never seen.
I'm gonna be the next Chris
Dude,
D with
he's-
the cult.
He's got to be in the.
Yeah.
He's got to be in our cult.
He's in our oh yeah, 100%.
But he's like the janitor guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Like he cleans the the communal toilets, right?
He's the enforcer.
He doesn't
No,
enforce.
no,
he
he
doesn't
is a big
enforce
boy.
me.
He's burly. He's burly.
He's burly, but he doesn't enforce me.
Okay.
Right? He might enforce you.
Right.
Right? But I'm going to be like, hey, get your thick guy
Yeah.
away from me.
Because Koreans are
he's trying to enforce me right now, and I'm like,
no, because you guys are back. Koreans are back.
we've always been in.
No. You're back.
We never went
no,
away.
Asians are big. Asians are back now. Asians are big.
Well, tell me about it.
Asians are big. We tried to get them out again with the whole Maui stuff, but it didn't work. They're back.
Yeah, you tried to burn us out.
We tried.
Yeah, yeah,
Direct
and it
energy
didn't work.
weapon. We
Yeah,
tried.
I know
And
you
the Asians are,
yeah.
And
Yeah,
they're
there's
back.
still kids missing, but
no.
yeah,
I'm kidding.
Well, yeah, I know you are. I know.
I've helped.
I know.
I've donated
Hey, but let's
them
go
all
back
the
to
money
this.
I
Gotta go back
could.
to this, dude.
To Maui. I
No,
feel bad
it's
for-
changed.
There's
It's
nothing
not
I
this.
can do.
It's not this, dude. It's this. This is something different.
Hitler.
Yes, that's Hitler, and this is our thing. Because this points to our mind.
I like the white nail polish.
Thank you.
We have matching toes, too.
We have matching.
So you match his fingers with his toes.
No, our toes are matching.
Oh, toes are matching.
Yeah.
Also white.
Yeah, white.
Well, I mean, behold, dude.
Woo! I like that.
You do?
Yeah, because you guys are who you are. I like it. I like your energy with each other. There's no bullshit.
There's no bullshit around this
Oh, I
town.
like that.
There's no bullshit around this town.
I like that.
Let me, because I know something about you, and I know that we're probably the only Asians you fuck with.
Yeah, I fuck with you guys as Asians. Who else do I was Ronnie Chang I fuck with. I call myself I have a stage name at the Comedy Cellar. I'm on the lineup as Donnie Chang.
Yeah.
So I'm on Donnie Chang.
Yeah.
So I fuck with Ronnie. I don't know that he loves it, but I definitely fuck with Ronnie.
Wait. You're at a point now in your career where you get to change your name on the lineup?
I only changed my name on the lineup because I'm doing big shows in New York. So you want to, when you're doing big shows in that city, you want everyone to just go to those big shows in New York.
It's funny that you say that because what I do then in that situation is just not play New York.
Yeah, but I want to be
because there's so many different cities, and now you're just money grubbing.
No, but Papi, I'm not even getting paid to do the Comedy Cellar or any of those.
No, that's my point, though. You want to do the big. I'm not being controversial,
right?
And I'm not trying to like do what you do,
right?
But what I'm saying is, you're doing the big shows in New York, the theater shows, to make money. But there's other cities, so why don't you not do the fucking New York shows and just play the Cellar? So we can advertise.
Because for me personally,
what's this right now?
You know what that is, and you can.
What I know, but I don't like that in my face.
You're gonna have to deal with it for 4 more years.
I know. What is this? what kind of person is that thing?
He's from Atlanta.
No, what?
Yo, really?
Atlantis or
no Atlanta?
Okay,
from the south.
No,
this is what the enemy looks like.
He's not white though.
He identifies as white, but
I feel like there's mixed with Maz Jobrani kind of.
He's actually the best. No, he's white. He's white, but he can also pass as Mexican or Islamic. But he is white on
He's
birth
a
certificate.
shapeshifter white.
Yes.
Wow. I love shapeshifter white.
Yes.
Because this right here, he shifts into one thing: white piece of shit.
That's it.
Right.
He's your very rare Catholic shapeshifter. Normally it's Jews.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because if I saw like a photo of him with the people that did 9/11, whatever, like on the plane or whatever,
It looks like it. Yeah.
I'd be like, oh yeah, I buy that guy.
No, but he's not.
But then if I see him in the 1940s out in California farming with the Mexicans, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, nobody.
I don't know why in the 1940s, you know what I mean? But he looks like a 1940s Mexican.
He does.
How true do you think his shirt is? Stand up, Bobby. Is that a true statement?
No gaping holes here. Do I think it's a true statement? I would say it's a pseudo truth. Okay. So I would say that it's a pseudo truth, that it is true. It's a baseline truth. I think at moments of the day, for sure, you're gaping. I don't think that you're always gaping. So I want to say that it's true now, but through the lifetime of you wearing that shirt today, I think at some point today you will be gaping, because I don't think that with the experiences you've had in your life and the things that you've done in your history, you can't not gape a little bit each day.
Oh, I see. Okay. Gaping progression.
It's almost like an accordion. It's a pressure system. It depends on the barometric pressure. If you're going to higher elevation, if you're taking a flight, there's no way you don't gape. But if we're at sea level, you just told me you just woke up, I don't know that you're necessarily fully gaping right now. But you will gape at some point. So no gaping holes here might be true right now at this moment. By the end of this podcast, I don't know. Kalila is gaping all day, every day. She's in the head of the gay pride parade.
I've seen. She says she has 2 gaping holes.
Oh yeah,
I'll be honest with you.
I have more.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a gape. You're right.
Gape. Yeah.
I gape in
John Wayne Gacy.
That's right. That's right. Very good guy. You're very good and quick.
Thank you. I appreciate
it. But don't do that here.
Be slow. Be slow.
Liquid Death. I love it. It's my favorite
water. Be slow here. I gape during seasons. To be
seasonal gaper.
Yeah.
I like it.
Christmas.
Okay.
Oh.
Why Christmas?
Memorial Day.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I like it.
Well, probably something that happened with Santa.
Maybe Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gaping big time during Black History Month.
I love Black History Month.
Yeah.
Good month.
It's a gigantic hole there. My point is, I don't know why why did you even, because we're talking about.
We're talking about toenail. We were talking about your toenails matching and things like that. And then she said, do you like a shirt?
So you said to me just before the show that you come to LA and you only do, now you're only doing some podcasts.
Well, because I just feel there's an oversaturation, right, with all of us. I also feel like...
I want to talk about that.
I also feel like, for me...
Don't be mad. If you had free reign and you could just go out into the dating pool again, do you think that the caliber of women now would be so much better than it was when you first met me? Be honest.
You're smirking.
Well, you're smirking. Be honest.
What do you mean the caliber?
You told me that when we first started dating, it was slim pickings. Slim pickings, a little bit. I mean, there were some cuties for sure, but I mean, like, there weren't
I wasn't unfuckable.
No. But
Okay. Here's what it is, right? I would back then, before I met you, right? Road gash.
What's road gash?
Right, when you go on the road.
Yeah.
Right? That's what we used to call them. That's not my term.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I would
Highway honeys.
Yeah.
Highway honey.
I would smash road gash, right?
Yeah.
And that's anyone at the club.
Yeah.
Anyone.
Yeah.
And I had been in relationships. We know Sarah, you know what I mean? So, right?
Yeah.
And she was a comic, right?
Yeah.
And so where you're asking me if I was single now, no.
You're not going to hurt my feelings.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yes, I
Answer
promise.
Your answer changes.
But,
I said I wouldn't.
but I'm going to preface this, though. All right?
I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah. I'm going to preface this, though, right?
Yeah.
You're never allowed to bring this back up.
You have my word.
All right. You never,
I
right?
promise.
Don't do it.
Wow, the Josh Peck.
Don't do it. You're never going to use it against me or bring it back up.
Yeah, promise.
All right. There is a knight in shining armor element to it.
What do you mean?
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means.
Please expound.
Yeah. Like, you know, we might have to cut this out. I might have to cut this out. Flag this. No, forget it. I don't even want to expand.
Say it.
No, you have to now.
Right,
Try your best.
Try your best.
knight in shining, you know, there is a fantasy of going out with somebody that's like not at all from LA, right? Someone,
Okay.
all right, someone who's
Scottsdale.
no, not Scottsdale. You know what I mean? More like Dayton,
Like a farm girl.
like Dayton, Ohio.
who would be so in awe of LA and the actors. That's what
Ah.
But
Wow,
but they're-
Paquito Moss.
Yes.
What is this Paquito Moss?
yeah, like where they would eat Paquito Moss and go, "Is this a Michelin star restaurant
Right.
that I read about in the books?" You know what I mean?
The Grove is like a small city within a city.
Yeah, that
So
right.
basically someone with stars in their eyes.
Yeah. Like at the movie, they have caramelized popcorn. You know what I mean?
Caramelized.
I've only seen this in the movies.
Yeah.
Right? Like stuff like that.
No,
right?
I get it.
Right, and I could teach them about Golden Goose.
Oh my god.
$500, Bobby? Really?
That. You know what I mean? Just a little. You know what I mean?
Knight in shining armor.
Yeah. So it's that. You're not allowed to bring this back up. Look,
I have a dad who probably did that with my mother and produced 2 children. So there's hope for you, my friend.
all right, I feel hostility coming out. I feel some hostility coming out and some anger, right? You asked me a question.
Yeah.
I was being real. And I'm not saying that I think about that all the time, but
Literally, though, that was not the answer to my question. You willingly gave that information that is not related to the question I asked.
Yeah, you asked me, would I go
The caliber, and then
the
you
caliber.
said, "I want."
Yeah, and I
who
said,
doesn't
no.
know what caramelized popcorn.
Yeah, but you're right. I know. I'm just saying. I'm refuting because I'm not going to go. If I ever was, which I don't think it's ever going to happen because I love you so much, but in a alternate reality, because I just saw Doctor Strange, so there's multiverse.
Multiverse. Yeah.
In a multiverse, right, situation, right? I like because when I'm shooting a show like Sex and the City, right? Even the background and just people are fancy on the show, right? And it's like it that show betrays a lifestyle that I'm not privy to. Okay, so and I just can't measure up to fancy in that way. You know what I mean? I don't drink wine, right? I like truffle, but it's like I don't know the varieties of truffle. I don't know how it's made. You know what I mean?
Like you like caviar, but you don't know the different types.
I don't know.
caviar.
Like when I went to the Bull in the Alley in Tulsa, I would go, yeah, the caviar.
Yeah.
Right? And they would come in a little thing like this, and I go, I think this is fancy.
Sure.
Right? It tasted great. You know what I mean?
What would Dayton girl think of glue thumbs?
Wow, that's interesting.
I've never seen that much Elmer's.
In thumb form?
How impressed would she be of that? Look, your glue wall.
Yeah, right.
What?
So,
You see it?
Where? Show me.
Right there. That's a whole. That's a whole wall of glue.
we used to have all the glue,
Yeah.
but I used them all. But you're right. You know what? Here's the thing. All right. If you ask any of my girlfriends before, right, about Elmer's glue, they don't know anything about it. Do you know why?
Why?
you're the most comfortable person that I can show all that stuff to. I'm being real.
I wish I wasn't, though. You know what I mean?
I get it. You can't get too comfortable.
It's
It's
like,
you're right. Maybe I fucked up.
babe, look at
You
this
fart?
ball of fucking fungus. Let's slice it open together.
Do
I'm
it.
like, nah.
Yeah.
You openly fart?
He does, and I don't in front of him. No.
Can't
You
do
have.
it.
You can't either?
No, you can't do it. I could, but I don't. I did once when I got my wisdom teeth out and I was on Vicodin.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and we were pretty new. We were together 2 or 3 years, but we were still pretty pristine, good Irish Catholic girl, like, held
Yeah.
it together. And then I was laying in bed, we're watching Ridiculousness because it's a show I watch when I'm sick. And, and it just was like, and I looked at her and I was like, I farted?
Yeah.
She's like, yeah. I'm like, we break up now?
yeah.
And she's like, no, I have a brother. It's okay. Like, these things happen. But when I'm not on narcotics, I
Where
seem to be
you
able to
really
hold it
do
back.
hold it?
Yeah, I'll go to another room. I'm sure she can hear it from the other room. My son and I get a big kick out of farting in front of each other.
Yeah.
But I just think the mere act of that I try to be more than 15 feet away from her means a lot.
Let me ask you this. If she farted in front of you, has she ever?
Yeah.
And does it turn you off?
No.
Then what's the problem?
So you're self-conscious.
Because it's a it's a microaggression.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel heard.
I see.
It is a microaggression.
Because I do believe in total like openness and wanting to just, I want to know every single, I want to know all your juices or whatever. But to me, that kills like the sexual feeling. Like, and that's just me. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but it does chip away at that sexual like kind of hunger I have for you. Because I'm constantly thinking of your wet, juicy farts. And
You don't have to use the adjective.
Juicy.
Yeah,
I'm thinking about it now. I'm a little turned on.
yeah. You know what? It's an interesting point, and I think you're right. And I will be more mindful about that.
yeah.
But it's almost too late because you've listened to all the varieties of farts. Every dry, wet, you've heard all
But
of them.
when you leave town and you come back, it's always a new slate for me. And I kind of get a little excited. You come in with your suitcase. I look at you. I'm like, I like the way he dresses. Like,
Yeah. Oh, I
I'm
see. A
attracted to
reset.
that person. And it's like, brah! And I'm like,
Right.
oh, no.
You know what? You're right. I think you're right. So thank you so much, Josh Peck,
Anytime.
for bringing this fucking thing up. Right. So are you mad about the
No, not at all.
all the
But
yeah.
will I remember it forever?
Yeah.
Yes.
You will?
Yeah, because I just, that's just, tomonota. I always take notes,
I always say that.
So what? You take notes?
Tomonota.
Tobanota. Yeah. I knew I shouldn't have said it then.
No, I'm never going to use it again.
I know,
Oh
but
my
it's
God.
in your head now.
But look, that is also just a fantasy.
You're nuts.
That's just a fantasy.
it's nothing.
Do you know what I fantasize
And that's
about?
nothing with my my fantasies go crazy.
Being cummed into by 10 men.
Different than a wink.
A lot
than a wing.
different.
Different
than a
than
wing.
dating.
Yeah.
Different than dating.
Different than dating.
Yeah.
It's a little different. Yeah.
Call the episode different than dating.
Yeah, different than dating. That's a little different.
Yeah, that is
yeah.
such a natural, normal thought process to have. If you didn't have
Do you
those-
have fantasies?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm normal.
Just give me one normal one. Yeah.
It's like when people get super kinky, it's like, cool, whatever your thing is.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
the thing is like, I had sex with myself for so long.
Right.
I practiced for so long by myself.
Yeah.
That the fact that there's just someone there who wants to,
Yeah.
engage in it with me, that's novelty enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was raised with a skewed sense of sex.
Mm-hmm.
You mean not because of the molestation, but because of maybe that. But
Wait, just to defend you, most people are and were, especially most people are.
Yeah.
right, okay. But I had a friend named he's still my friend. I still talk to him, and his dad had porn stashed around his house, right? But he would hide because he had kids, and me and at the ages of 13, 14 years old would just scour through when his dad was at work to find the porn, and we would jerk off to it, right? But it's like, I don't know if that was like, and this is a lot, you know what I mean? I don't think that was healthy,
No, and our friend Asa Akira, she's a beautiful porn star, but she has a really good point about young kids, like coming across porn. Like, you as a parent have that responsibility to explain what porn is, not to just have your kids watch it without any guidance as to, hey, that's actually not real life. That's actually not how sex goes. That's actually not how intimacy goes. Because if you don't do that, you will have kids with a very warped idea about sex.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know why we're going into this direction.
But that's like an interesting
We were having fun and it was light. And now we're talking about like real stuff.
I mean, I wish my wife got more jealous.
Oh, really?
I remember once we were in Paris. This sounds cooler than I am, but we were in Paris at Paris Fashion Week. I was doing social media for L'Oreal.
Wow.
And I just proposed to my wife the day before. So we're in France. I'm like, we're going to do it up. This is great. And I don't know whether one of the supermodels thought I was handsome or like had some warped sense that I was newly engaged. And so she wanted me.
Were you wearing a suit?
Yes.
Yeah, you look nice.
I looked aight.
Yeah.
I was doing aight.
Yeah.
I had just played John Stamos' son on a TV show that got canceled. I was crushing.
Yeah.
And so I remember, and like she made a bit of a show of it, that she thought Joshy Boy was cute. And I'm like looking at my wife being like, all right, start getting crazy.
Yeah.
Like, take your rings off, show this girl what's up. She loved it. She thought it was hilarious.
Because she knows your heart.
And I think she
Is
thought
securely attached.
yeah, and just like
healthy.
The actuality of that actually going through, like, Josh, you're not going to date some international supermodel.
I know.
I'm not going to lose you to her. Like, maybe a really cute, like, pharmacy tech at CBS.
yeah.
Not.
Let me, let's go to that direction. So
Supermodel.
even if you and I were single,
Please.
right? We're at Paris Fashion Week, right? Wearing suits, right? You're doing a show with John Stamos, right? And
You got glue thumbs.
I got glue thumbs, but I'm also like maybe doing like I'm the lead of a Southwest Airlines industrial commercial,
Sure.
right? That's very popular on YouTube, and we meet two supermodels that are on the runway, right? And they're a little drunk, they have to be, and they're like hitting on us, right? I don't know what to do after that.
Me either.
No, what would we do?
We would talk for too long, and the night would get too long.
You and I would talk too long
We
about
would talk
our plan.
to them too long.
Ah, right.
We would talk for too long.
We would have to be. I would have to whisper to you. Let's get more aggressive. We're talking too long. This is 4 hours of talking about. You know what I mean? Skyrim. You know what I mean?
Skyrim?
Yeah, we're explaining to what Skyrim is. You know what I
The
mean?
difference between PS3 and 4 is it's the CPU core.
I have
Right.
a question for you both.